Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your brother Joe Size back again with another video. Pretty much, this is the Metra, whatever it's called, Metra 9, whatever. Pretty much aftermarket radio install with the kit. I prefer you get my solder, but prefer you always get the kit and the harness. Don't try to wire it yourself and cut into your wires. But I just want to show y'all how to wire it in because the videos on YouTube, they're like a 2-minute video on this is what you already wired up, not really showing you anything. Even the guys from Crutchfield or whatever, the first video you might type in and see. But I just want to show y'all. Right now, I'm just in the house. I'm finna solder my wires in onto, onto the wire harness, and then I'm gonna go to the next video. I'm gonna put into this video. I'm gonna go to the car and show y'all the rest because I don't obviously. Well, not obviously, but I have my radio and everything else in the car and like the whole kit. So this is just the harness and they keep the factory, everything like that, except for the steering wheel button, which I can care less about. You can order the little accessory part for like $10 or something like that off eBay, but that's stupid. You don't really need that for. I mean, if you wanted to press the button on the back of the steering wheel to turn it up and down, that's on you. But me, I don't care. All the cars I've had so far, I always had I didn't have no button to press on the back, so I can care less about it. So I really just turn it up for the radio. But it does sound way much better than the stock. If you have the SE or if you don't have the what is it called? The factory amp, you pretty much need to get a aftermarket stereo. Or I mean, you can get the aftermarket harness. I think it's an aftermarket factory harness, which is like $80. I'm gonna put it up here, and I'm gonna put my kit up here. I got it for like, I mean, that kit's fucking expensive, but it is what it is. I mean, I keep the factory harness instead of going and cutting into the wires. I got it for like $340 on eBay. I think everywhere else is like above $400 or above $400, I believe. But I do have to show you this. Okay, this right here is my radio from my radio. This right here is to my radio, my aftermarket radio. So right now I'm going to solder this in. So right now it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. This is the time I normally get up for work, but I'm off on Fridays, so thank God for that. But a certain way you gotta wire it, so I wanted to show you a video on this real quick. Because this fucking thing comes with 2 harnesses, which I do not understand why it comes with 2 harnesses. On my Dart, when I first got it, I bought an aftermarket harness. It only came with 1 harness and a little smaller piece of this to keep the factory sounds and everything like that, right? So like I say, this is my aftermarket harness because it has all the labeling on it. And I already have it connected because I was trying to make sure before I set it up today, make sure I'm soldering the wires right now, so make sure everything works perfectly fine, everything like that. Make sure the radio cut on. So right now, this is my illumination wire for my radio. This is the second one. I mean, hold on, let me show y'all. This should pull up. Right now, I'm pulling up backwards on mine, but it should pull up the right way on the screen. So this is the second harness. I believe this is the smaller one. It only comes with like 16 or 15 little leads, right? So you want to put your radio harness on that lead, your illumination radio. You want to put your illumination wire onto this. Obviously the same, or it says it on there. What is that? On here it says dimmer. You're not going to be able to see it, but it says dimmer on this one. Obviously match up the wire with that one. So this illumination orange wire on my radio harness, your radio, whatever kind of radio you might have, it's probably going to be different, or most likely it should be the same. It should honestly be the same. So my orange illumination radio wire, which you see, obviously it has the illumination on there, and obviously it's showing backwards on mine because I'm doing it from an Apple computer. You connect that to this wire. Obviously, I think I showed it. You connect to that one first, and then the red one you connect also to the same harness. So from your aftermarket stereo, to this same wire right here. So connect that to the red on red. It's pretty simple, red on red, but like I say, nobody on YouTube really showed how to really. I mean, this is a simple process. I've been doing this for shit, probably about 8 years, maybe probably 10 years, I believe. I've been doing this since I was like 15 years old. So these are the only two wires that go to this harness, and I'm gonna probably speed some of the video up because I'm gonna just probably fold these and crimp them real quick, or zip tie them. So orange wire, illumination wire, red wire, AC 12 volt DC, right? You have those, and then obviously these are the main wires. One of the main wires. This yellow wire, pretty much everything else goes to the other harness. This yellow wire, the battery, mine has the battery on there. Thank you that they put that on there. Mine has the battery harness, my factory harness, all the way to this harness. Damn, it's so damn thick. I'll try to bend my computer down a little bit. And like I said, I'll go all into it. This yellow harness goes into the second harness. Like I said, everything else, you're pretty much done with this wiring harness. So you have this other side, which has a bunch of fucking wires. You put it into this one. Ah, damn, I plugged it. It doesn't matter, honestly. But, shit. So the yellow battery wire goes all the way to this one. And this has like a double, you'll see it when y'all get it. Hopefully, if y'all need any tips, let me know. But it has a double yellow wire on there because it goes into another harness, but you don't need that harness. So I'm not going to go into that. And the ground wire. The ground wire. I know it's hard to kind of tell because it's a bunch of wires. But you got your ground wire. Obviously, ground wire is always going to be black. So, and it should be showing ground on there. On my thing, upside down line. And then obviously that goes to this one. The regular harness. This is if you want. This is for the backup camera, so don't worry about that. I'm probably gonna install a backup camera later on. I have ownership of the car, but you don't have to worry about that. Pretty much all you need is this harness right here. This is makes me when I get into it. Hold on. All you need left. The hell? Oh yeah, I unplugged that. Okay. Pretty much all these wires, all these longer wires go for the speaker wires, and that's all you need for the aftermarket stereo. This is all you need. I already set it up. I played it last night. I think I was out there at 8 o'clock. Started to get dark, and I made sure before I soldered these on, make sure the power and everything on the radio was working before I soldered these on. So all you need left is these. Everything else, powers the radio. Yeah. All you need is speaker wires. Solder these on. Don't just wire them up. Solder them on and duct tape them clearly, because you don't want anything to get loose or anything like that. So I'm about to solder these on, and I will see y'all. Besides, again, it's the second video. I have pretty much 3 videos. I'm not in the car yet, but I got everything wired. If you've seen, well, it's gonna be a continuous video, but I'm gonna speed some up and put some stuff up. But yeah, on the first one, like I said, oh well, I don't think I can show y'all no more, but I got it all wired up. There's a lot of wires you really don't need unless, I mean, if you get the little Metra kit, it'll tell you what you need, but kinda doesn't explain everything the right way. I know a lot of people are visual, so it's best to show you. So I'm not installing the backup camera nor a stereo, the stereo button, the wheel volume up and down button. So this is what most of these wires are for backup camera and stereo. Obviously, you see the video input for the backup camera. I think I still need this for the back of the radio. I'm not sure, but I put it in there anyways. And I mean, pretty much. And on my harness, I mean, it was like it got me the stereo controls and everything like that. But obviously, I have them zip wired off, or zip tied off. Zip tied off. So I mean, if you've done a stereo aftermarket stereo install before, then should be pretty simple. But like I say, on the videos I've seen on YouTube, they're not going into depth and how to pretty much install it. I mean, all I showed y'all on the first video was the red, the red and orange wire goes to this one, goes to this. Only two wires connect to this, and everything else, all the other wires, even the yellow on the ground, goes to this harness right here. This goes into the back of the old, pretty much where the CD player at. CD player, CD player and the climate controller. It's the wire harness, so you'll take out the CD player and the harness. The whole bottom climate control thing because you got the kit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Special size, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Billy Josiah. This is the last video. I'm gonna try to put it up on top of here. So, I also want to explain real quick the reason you do use this other harness. I still don't know why they did it like this, but the reason you do use this harness because it has the red power cable and the illumination cable. This harness does not have it. I don't understand why. They could have just made one harness. I really don't understand why. But yeah, hopefully y'all can see. Try to adjust it to where. So the only thing that's bad is I have my light set up, so now I gotta. Well, that's the little piece, but like I was saying, now I gotta take this out. I don't have my 12 volt, but in the back of my the car. So I take that out and maneuver that. All right. Hopefully it's getting angled good. But this is my radio. This shit doesn't fit, so I'm gonna have to try to sand some of that piece down. I don't know why it isn't. It looks like it's big, but it really isn't. But I'm not sure what size. So it says a 6.2 LCD screen. What I wanted to do was, yeah, this is my radio. It's a 6.2 inch. And then what I wanted to do was cut this out, sand it, make it a little smooth, and put the radio up here. I might end up doing that in the long run because I really don't want to have to shave it. Well, I have to do the same thing with that, but I mean, all I gotta do is shave it like maybe a centimeter, so it'll go dead in there. But the fact that I gotta do it, it's a pain in the ass because you expect it to fit dead in there. Adapter right here that goes. That goes into the back of this. Thing goes in one of these. So yeah. This is the adapter. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if I can see it. This right here is what cuts everything on. So if this isn't in, it won't cut this on, nor cut the radio on, nor cut the climate controls on. Or no, you can't even control the climate controls. So this pretty much is the thing that connects to this piece right here, if I can see it, and that's pretty much it. I mean, everything else is connected. I mean, it'll be common sense when you do have your Metra kit. I know y'all can't see my face, but yeah, that piece and then that. And then this goes to the back of the radio. Like that. And then obviously you'll pull this antenna wire and put it inside. I think you might need an adapter for it, but I don't really care about the radio because I don't really use radio. I got this radio for Bluetooth because I got tired of the USB. So yeah, see, I'm not sure if I can see, but I don't really need those, but show y'all that it works. It shows the Metra screen, and it just stays on the climate. Then the radio cuts on. sir. I might not have radio, which I can care less about. I'm not sure if I can use a radio on here. I never tried it. So everything works. I set this up yesterday. It used to look like this. On this one, it has a little cutout like right here for the rope, so it can fit in there perfectly. Because I'm struggling to put the radio in right now. It's just not staying in. But make sure you put these in with the double DIN kit and also single DIN. This is the right mount, and where's the left one at? The left one go to. Put these in. I got 2 screws, and then you got to put clips in. Clips go on the back. They come inside of this package right here with the kit. Put the clips in. I thought they fucking was syncing themselves, but you gotta put the clips on. And then this is attachment for the clip, so you need to have this in here so they can clip in. And I'm going to put the left side on. I don't like to feel this way. I don't like to say bad things about a woman. But yeah, that's pretty much it on the install. On my portion, I just got to get this motherfucker in because it's too big, as you can see. Look, it will not go in. Straightforward. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. My bad. Yeah, like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you got any questions, I'll make another video if this video isn't good enough. But like, share, comment, leave a like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. It's your Blizzard Size, and I'm out.